don't you think that what is the vibes of this hall? Because even though somebody may not be speaking, but the vibes are being felt. And vibes could be many types. How can we express this vibe? And for example, you come home from your office and your wife opens the door and she just goes back quietly, doesn't talk to you. That's full vibes. And then in a party or a social evening, you spend a little extra time with a pretty female or a pretty lady, and then on the way home in the car, wife doesn't speak to you. That's a jealous wife. And you see, it usually happens in an academic field that one of your colleagues gets a lot of applause or a lot of accolades in a professional program, and your competitive colleague doesn't clap very nicely, and that is a envious vibes. In short, when you sulk, resent, or unhappy, it could send a different vibe. You call it differing vibes. And on a happier note, when you bring a gift for your wife and she makes you feel special, I think that's a joyous vibe. So, vibes are so important in the life, and vibes, in fact, you must be thinking about what am I talking about? Vibes is so much important in our patient care, in our patient outcome. And it's not that everybody can perceive good and bad vibes, because perceiving good and bad vibes is actually, it's a very difficult experience. And, it's anybody's instinct, and many of us are not very strong about it. The feeling that something is good and something isn't is an instinct, and some of us may not be able to discern it. What is a good vibe and what is a bad vibe? And but we all agree that good vibes are contagious. If somebody has a good vibe, it keeps on. It's infectious and it lingers on. And would you agree that in today's world, for us professionals, we are engaged to do best for our patients, isn't it? We want to be best for our patient, and I think it's very important for us to have a positive vibes, or positive emotions, or positive attitude. Because even if you are a wonderful clinician, you are an accomplished clinician, it can affect and mar your outcomes, because vibes are not there. If the right vibes are not there, of the place, of the team, of yourself, it can really affect the outcome, clinical outcome. And especially all of you are dealing with toddlers, you're dealing with young generation, you're dealing with young minds. And for you, I think it's all the more important, because you want to ensure that your clinical outcomes are truly fine. And I think you would agree that today's world is very vicious. It's full of hatred, jealousy, envy, hostility, aversion, repulsion, antipathy. And you would be wondering, what is this? But I am sure that you know that these people they are not far, they are all around. They are in front of you, they are behind you, and they are around you. So you got to be very careful that these vibes of these guys do not affect you, and do not affect your system, so that it does not impact the outcome of your treatment. So what a doctor has to do with vibes? What a doctor has to do, because it gets connected with patient experience. Patients in their healthcare journey, while they are getting the treatment done, come with a lot of apprehensions, especially pediatric patients, when they are accompanied with their parents, because they are concerned the treatment which you're doing, is it good? Is it safe? Would it truly be healing? I think your vibes, through your persona, through your communication and non-verbal communication, and as well as your place, your setup, your physical environment, can affect patient experience and outcome. And your environment not only should be exuding caring and healing, but also should give a feel of security, safety, and overall healing environment. The positive environment, positive vibes can be enhanced paying attention to the design of the environment. Uh, it is said that when you have in your team, what kind of team you should be having. I mean, you have different individuals which have the high energy with a positive attitude, medium energy, medium attitude, low energy, low attitude. Everybody would want to have a team which has a high energy and high attitude. But I think that is again not good. Because when you have everybody in your team which has a high energy and high attitude, it will bring about a lot of conflicts. It will bring about a lot of it will bring up a lot of drama and conflict. So I think it is much better as a clinician that when we in our team we should have people with a medium energy and medium attitude, and we try to upgrade them to a higher energy and of a higher attitude, so that there's a mix, there's a balance, so that we do everybody is not of a high energy and high attitude. So, so that is one thing. I want to talk about vibes. But there's another thing which I'm very concerned and which I would like to pour my heart out is that today, whenever as a senior or any somebody who's in the profession, when you meet youngsters, they all feel so frustrated, because they feel, they of course facing a lot of challenges, and many of us are seniors, give very bad vibes to them. See, because they paint a very dismal and a very bad story about the profession. They tell them there are no jobs. Why have you done BDS? See this kind of thing. So they try to portray. Just now, Dr. D.K. Gupta was telling that you should be passing on values to your students. But in today's environment, when we see so many professions all around, and some of them may be still struggling to put their feet down, we as a senior, I think it becomes very important that we give them a positive vibe of the profession. And our youngsters, not only that, they look around a lot of unethical activities which is happening all around, and they are already so frustrated, and they feel disheartened, delusional, broken. And when we meet them, or some of their colleagues that meet them, they always, they further, bring their courage down, because we say, oh, there's nothing for you now. You should look for something else. I think as a senior peers, I feel that we need to give them a positive vibes. We need to handhold. We need to give every opportunity for them to succeed, because somebody else helped us reaching here. We didn't reach on our own. And at every doorstep, I think we need to give vibes that evokes hopes and success. Good vibes indicate a green light. All you have to do is, tell the youngsters that don't feel frustrated, don't feel, there will be a ray of hope, there will be, you all will make success stories one day. Youngsters, I want to, because I see a lot of youngsters here say dentistry is the best profession they have chosen. Because some of us, we give them a bad vibe, we tell them, no, this is not the way. I always tell my students, or always tell wherever I get opportunity to meet youngsters, that this is the best thing ever happened to you. As a dentist, you will go places. Don't think that there are no government jobs for you, that's the end of the story for you. Every profession has faced these challenges. Tell me, which other profession has not changed? Engineering, aviation, hospitality, law, management, everywhere there's a glut. But does that mean people will not succeed in their life? I want to ask you a question. 50 years from now, you think dentistry will be closed, or there will be no success stories in the dentistry? Oh, it will still survive. Let any number of corporations come, let there be any number of dental professions, let there be a million dental professions, it doesn't matter. you still will make a headway, you still will succeed. All you need is you need confidence, you need skill, you need right attitude, you need that fire in your belly, and you need patience. I think that's very important. All you need patience. Some of our youngsters, when they look at their seniors who are successful, do you think it happened to them overnight? Oh no, nothing happens overnight. So they need to wait, and I'm very sure they all are bound to succeed. Each one of you, mark my word, each one of you would have your success stories. So discover your niche, what you are good at, and break the ice. Be patient. Nothing happens overnight, and there are no quick fix solutions in life. Friends, I think world needs more people to commit to spread hope, joy, good vibes. We need peace and harmony today. Look at what is happening between lawyers and police. What is happening here? All we need is the peace, isn't it? We need peace and harmony, and we can attempt changing the world by changing ourselves. The beginning has to make. If we can do a little bit, we can do ourselves. We can change ourselves, and it's we are not only our role as a pediatric dentist or any specialist role doesn't end with the patients. I think our role is much beyond. We also need to nurture, we also need to encourage, we also need to facilitate our youngsters, our younger generation. Because when we were there, we had our mentors, we had our seniors who tried to encourage us, handhold us, and allowed us to move forward. I don't want to take much of time, but this is what I want to talk about. I did not talk about Pedo, but I wanted to talk about good wives. I wish to take this opportunity to thank Mr. R.P. Chadda and all his associates, Bhushan, Surinder, Vijay Sharma, Arpit, everybody, for giving me this opportunity to bring me back to this institution and entire organization community of Pedo White, especially Mosmi, Vijay Mathur, Mridula Goswami, and all the residents of Goswami. And see some of my old students, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. As always, your words were inspiring and encouraging. A few of our international speakers, highly acclaimed, have just joined us. For that, I would like to invite Dr. Sivakumar Rugula to present the floral bouquet to Dr. Francisco Ramos Gomez. I request Sir to kindly welcome Dr. Yepes. I request Sir and Dr. Supreet to kindly welcome Dr. Ola Batnay. A book is a physical souvenir, a constant instantiation of your ideas into physical object, something that gives you ideas substance. The souvenir of the 41st ISPPD National Conference is an amalgamation of all 4 days of this scientific extravaganza. I take this opportunity to kindly welcome the President, Dr. Davy John Sir, and all the dignitaries of the dais to kindly unveil the ceremony. With that, I would request our esteemed dignitaries to please release the souvenir. I would request our President, Dr. Baby John, and the dignitaries to please release the Journal of ISPPD and this special issue on conference abstracts. We would like to invite Dr. Sudhindra Baliga to please come up on stage as well. We are joined by Dr. Shobha Tandon, who is a very renowned figure in the pedodontic fraternity. May I please request Dr. Vijay Mathur to kindly accord to her a floral welcome. Can we please have a round of applause for Dr. Shobha Tandon? One of the guiding lights of our conference is our conference secretary, Dr. Navneet Grewal. Ma'am has been the professor and head of the Department of Pediatric Dentistry as well as the Department of Orthodontics in the Government Dental College, Amritsar, and has always been an active leader, mentor, and member of the pediatric dentistry fraternity. A mentor by example and a lady of grace, elegance, and poise. It is my honor to now welcome and invite Dr. Navneet Grewal ma'am to kindly convey the wishes and blessings that a few esteemed dignitaries have sent for the conference by reading out their messages.
A very good evening to all the dignitaries on stage, off the stage, and my dear delegates. I'm pleased to be a part of the 41st ISPPD National Conference as Conference Secretary and to witness the entire journey of making this landmark event happen with so much of commitment and sincerity and love of the organizing chairperson, Dr. Mosmi Goswami, and the entire team. I welcome you all on behalf of them as well. We have received a lot of best wishes for the grand success of this event, and they have come all over from all other parts of the world as well as from India. But to read a few, which are the special ones, I would like to start with a message from Dr. Harshvardhan, the Union Minister of Health and Family Welfare, Science and Technology, and Earth Sciences, Government of India. The message goes with, it gives me immense pleasure to know that ITS Dental College, Greater Noida, has undertaken the Herculean task of organizing the 41st ISPPD National Conference, Pedo Vibes 2019. I'm happy to know that the Pedodontic Fraternity is hosting such a conference to open better avenues for research, encourage scientific thinking, and promote modalities to improve the oral health and hygiene of every child. I'm sure that the accomplished organizing committee has painstakingly looked into every minor detail to ascertain the smooth conduction of the scientific conference. I give my best wishes and heartiest congratulations to all the participating members of the conference and sincerely hope that this proves to be a great opportunity for learning and advancement of knowledge and expertise of the delegates and the respective vocational matches. The next message that has come up is from the Deputy Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Dr. Dinesh Sharma. I'm glad to know that the 41st National Conference is being held from 7th to 9th of November 2019 and is being hosted by ITS Dental College Hospital and Research Center. I hope that all the participants will widen the horizons of their knowledge and will strive to achieve better in the field of pediatric dentistry in keeping with this year's theme, which says extending boundaries to scale new heights. I'm pleased to know that so many national and international delegates will be attending this conference and working towards betterment of oral health for children. We have a nice message from the Vice Chancellor, Chaudhry Charan Singh University Meerut, Dr. Professor N.K. Taneja. It is a matter of immense pleasure that ITS Dental College Hospital and Research Center is organizing 41st National Conference of the Indian Society of Periodontics and Preventive Dentistry from 7th to 9th of November 2019. I hope this conference will provide a forum to researchers, academicians, and policymakers to dwell on various aspects of the subject so as to arrive at relevant and meaningful conclusions. I wish the organizing team and all the participating delegates every success. So these are a few of the messages that have come across from all the well-wishers for this conference, and I hope these wishes will carry on for the next 3 days and make it a huge and grand success. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Winning means you're willing to go longer, work harder, and give more than anyone else. Win or learn, you never lose. I request the Honorable General Secretary ISPPD, Dr. Nikhil Srivastava sir, to kindly announce the various awards instituted by the Society.
Thank you very much for calling on my turn now. Not one. Yeah. Respected Chief Guest of today's inaugural function, Professor Mahesh Sharma, the Honorable Vice Chancellor of IP University, Delhi. Guest of Honor, Dr. R.P. Chedda and Professor D.K. Gupta. President, ISPPD, Professor V.B. John. Conference Secretary Dr. Navdeep Grewal, Dr. Maushmi Singh, the organizing chairman Dr. Tanu, the organizing secretary, past presidents, dignitaries, speakers, international speakers, senior faculty members, guests, media persons, postgraduate students, friends, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Head Office of Indian Society of Endodontics and Dentistry, I once again welcome each one of you to this 41st National Conference of ISPPD being organized by ITS Greater Noida. Ladies and gentlemen, the society has been formed on the firm belief that every child has a fundamental right to his total oral health, and we, as oral health professionals, have an obligation to fulfill this faith. The society has a solemn responsibility towards the maintenance of good oral dental health of children through prevention, interception, and rehabilitation. It is also responsible for the education, research, and delivery of oral health care in the field of pediatric and preventive dentistry. To achieve these objectives, the society recognizes the efforts and contribution of its members, students, and other stakeholders for their outstanding contribution in the field of pediatric dentistry. May I now request all the dignitaries, Professor Nash Verma, Professor Baby John, and Dr. D.K. Gupta, Dr. R.P. Cheda, and other dignitaries to please come forward and do the honors as we announce the names of some of the important people who have done remarkable work in this field of pediatric dentistry. First, the Lifetime Achievement Award. Now, this is conferred upon a life member of ISPPD of good standing with at least 25 years of continuous membership and who has done exceptionally well in academic field during his lifetime. Now, this year, the award goes to Professor Krishan Gaba. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Professor Krishan Gaba. Sir is a graduate of GTC Patiala and did his master's from PGI Chandigarh. He is a renowned academician and clinician of repute, a past president of ISPPD and IDA Chandigarh State. He has won several awards, including Certificate of Excellence at International Association of Pediatric Dentistry 2015 and 2019, prestigious PR Roger Coalition Award, Fellow of ISPPD, etc. A thorough researcher with more than 135 publications to his credit, he has chaired around 80 conferences, including 15 international ones. Currently working as professor and in charge of Oral Health Sciences Center at PGI Chandigarh. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Professor Krishan Gaba. May I request Dr. Ashima Gaba to please join in on the stage. Please come. Thank you so much, sir, and congratulations, Gaba sir. The second award is BR Watcher Oration Award. This is given to the good standing life member of ISPPD with at least 15 years of continuous membership and the one who has done a significant and consistent research and clinical work on various aspects of pediatric dentistry And this year, I am pleased to announce the name of Dr. N.D. Shashikiran for this award, PR Water Edition Award. Dr. Shashikiran is a postgraduate from Bapuji Medical College, Navadvip, having 27 years of teaching experience, guiding and training both undergraduate and postgraduate students. He is a past editor and chief of Journal of ISPPD and has won several awards, including Star Pedo and Fellow of ISPPD. He has been awarded 9th rank in the survey Mapping of Dental Science Research in India. A thorough researcher with more than 100 publications to his credit, he is presently working as principal of Krishna Institute of Medical Sciences, Faculty of Dental Sciences, Kara, Maharashtra. Dr. N.D. Shashikiran. The third award is the Fellow of ISPPD. This is conferred to a senior member of ISPPD with 20 years of membership, with at least 15 publications, out of which minimum 5 international publications and 5 as first author to his or her credit. This year, the award goes to Dr. Kalpana Bansal, Associate Professor at All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi. Dr. Kalpana Bansal. A big round of applause for Dr. Kalpana Bansal. And another person who has won the Fellow of ISPPD Award is Dr. Gurneet Lahel. She is Professor and Head at Government Medical College, Chandigarh. Dr. Gurneet Lahel. Both of them have done BDS from Government Medical College, Patiala, and post-graduation from PGI, Chandigarh. Please come. A big hand for Dr. Gurneet Lahel. The next award is Star Pedo Award, which is awarded to a life member of ISPPD with good standing, has completed minimum 14 years of service, and is appointed as a principal or dean in a recognized institution in addition to his outstanding achievement. This year, the award goes to Dr. A.R. Prabhakar for heading the institution, the Bapuji Medical College, Navadvip, and unfortunately, for the last time he couldn't come. May I request Dr. Pandit to collect the award on his behalf? Dr. Prabhakar. Thank you, sir. The next award is the Young Pedodontist Award, which is awarded to a young pedodontist under 35 years of age with at least 5 paper presentations and 5 publications, out of which 2 should be in International Index Journal, and the one who has more achievements with substantial contribution to the society. This year, this award goes to Dr. Apurva Mishra, an alumni of King George's Medical College, Lucknow. Around an applause for Dr. Apurva Mishra. Dr. Apurva Mishra is an alumni of KGMC who has 18 publications and 12 national presentations apart from two patents to his credit, and also authored a book titled When They Mutate Genetic Disorders and Their Manifestations. He was also selected by Niigata University, Japan for advanced clinical training and research as a part of international program. Dr. Atul Mishra. Now, next set is Student Merit Award, which is awarded by the ISPPD to the final year students who have secured highest marks in the subject of pediatric and preventive dentistry at the university level. Now, I request the students who are present here to just come forward and receive the award. First is Ashi from Faculty of Dentistry, Jamia Millia University. Ashi. The next one is the Laboratory. She is also from Faculty of Dentistry, Jamia Millia Islamia. Come, Namra Kamran. She has taught in Tirthankar Mahavir Dental College and Research Center, which is under Tirthankar Mahavir University. Ronika Goel is the topper from School of Dental Sciences under Sharda University. Yeah, Dr. Sudhit will come and collect the award on her behalf. Sadiq Siddiqui from Institute of Dental Sciences, Bareilly, under Bareilly International University. Friends, we need encouragement. A round of applause for these toppers. They have really worked hard. Sadiq Siddiqui. Next is Swati Suman from BPD College of Dental Sciences under Dr. Banarsi Das University, Lucknow. Atri Astha Ajay from KM Shah Dental College and Hospital, Vadodara, which is under Sumanji Vidyapith University. Hani Sunil Khaitan, again from KM Shah Dental College and Hospital under Sumanji Vidyapith University, Vadodara. Mrinalini Desai, again from KM Shah Dental College and Hospital under Sumanji Vidyapith University, Vadodara. Sonar Srivastava from Buddha Institute of Dental Sciences and Hospital, Patna under Magad University, Bodh Gaya. Yogeshwar Muralidhar from School of Dental Sciences, Malkapur, Karad, from Krishna Institute of Medical Sciences, University, Karad. Priya Ravichandran from ESIC Dental College and Hospital under IB University. Manvi Bharadwaj from Subhati Dental College and Hospital under Swami Vivekananda Subhati University. And Manvi Bajaj, Dr. Harwar Singh Judge, Institute of Dental Sciences and Hospital, Punjab, under Punjab University. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause for all these toppers. Sir, one more award. This year, for the first time, the Society organized a Teachers' Day celebration contest with the objective of educating and motivating the school teachers regarding good health awareness and maintenance so that they can dissipate this knowledge to their students. I am so happy to inform you that a large number of different colleges participated in the contest and did a remarkable work. But since it was a contest, we had to choose a few best colleges. So may I announce the name of those colleges who have done remarkable work. The two consolation prizes. One goes to Manubhai Patel Dental College and Hospital, Vadodara. Can I have a representative from Manubhai Dental College, Vadodara? And the second consolation prize goes to BJS Dental College and Hospital, Ludhiana. The third prize winner is MNR Dental College, Telangana. The second prize goes to Smarty Dental College and Hospital, Meerut. Creators can also come. And the winner of Teachers' Day celebration contest is Sri Ramachandra Dental College, Chennai, Tamil Nadu. Sri Ramachandra Dental College. Thank you so much, dignitaries, for doing the honors. Just a couple of announcements that tomorrow between 11 and 12 in this hall only, we have a donation will be delivered by Dr. Shashi Kiran, and the topic is can we avoid the post-antibiotic world? This will be between 11 and 12. And the second thing, the Children's Day celebration contest will be open to all the colleges between 14 to 28 November, and winners will be awarded during PG convention to be held in Jaipur. Thank you once again. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, and congratulations to all the awardees. It is an utmost honor that this occasion is graced by the stalwarts of our field. We would now like to take this opportunity to present to our distinguished guests and dignitaries a token of our love, gratitude, and appreciation for all their support, help, and participation. I thus request our respected Chairman, Sir Dr. R.P. Chadha, to kindly present the memento to our chief guest for the day, Dr. Mahesh Verma. Sir, may I also request you? Sir, may I also request you to please present a token of our love and gratitude to our guest of honor, Dr. D.K. Gupta. May I please request the organizing chairperson, Dr. Moshmi Goswami, to please present a memento to Dr. R.P. Chadha. May I again request Dr. Moshmi ma'am to please present a token of our appreciation and gratitude to the President, ISPPD, Dr. Baby John. I request you, ma'am, to kindly felicitate the Honorable General Secretary ISPPD, Dr. Nikhil Srivastava. May I please request the Organizing Secretary, Dr. Tanu Nangia, to kindly felicitate the Conference Secretary, Dr. Navneet Prewal. Ma'am, may I please also request you to kindly felicitate the President-elect ISPPD, Dr. Dhanu Rao. I take the opportunity to invite Dr. Nikhil Srivastava to please felicitate Dr. Moshmi Goswami, the organizing chairperson. Sir, may I please request you to also felicitate the organizing secretary, Dr. Tanu Nangia. I request the President ISPPD, Dr. Baby John, to kindly felicitate the scientific chairman for this conference, Dr. Vijay Mathur. Sir, may I also please request you to felicitate our co-patron, Dr. Vinod Sachdev. Sir, please come on stage, Dr. Vinod Sachdev, sir. I request Dr. Baby John to also present a memento to Dr. Radhika Chopra, the Joint Organizing Secretary for this conference. So may I also request you to please felicitate Dr. Gyanendra Kumar. We are joined now by a few more of our international speakers, and we would like to extend to them the warmest of welcomes. May I please request Dr. Nagalakshmi Chaudhary to afford a formal welcome to Dr. Piranith Kantaputra. I invite Dr. Bhavna Kaul to kindly welcome Dr. Marva Taha. May I please invite Dr. Monica Gupta to welcome Dr. Archana Prasad. To achieve great things, two things are needed. A plan be put. I now request Dr. Tanu Rangia, Organizing Secretary, to kindly propose the vote of thanks.
Good evening, dignitaries on the dais and on the dais. Gratitude turns what we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos into order, confusion into clarity. It makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. I stand here today to express my heartfelt thanks and gratitude to the manifold who stood by us through the course of organizing Pedo Vibes 41st National Conference of Indian Society of Periodontics and Preventive Dentistry. This conference would not have been possible without the constant support and teamwork of all those involved directly and indirectly. I would like to thank our chief guest, Professor Dr. Mahesh Verma, who is a distinguished academician and a clinician of great acclaim. Our guest of honor, Dr. D.K. Gupta, a great pediatric surgeon and a role model for all, both of whom were kind enough to accept our invitation and took out time from their busy schedule to be with us today. I would like to express my gratitude to the executive members of Indian Society of Periodontics and Preventive Dentistry, the Honorable President, Dr. Baby John, President-elect Dr. Dhanu Rao, Secretary Dr. Nikhil Srivastava, and all other office bearers for your constant advice and encouragement. I express my gratitude to all my keynote speakers for accepting our invite and being a part of this conference. I would like to thank our respected Chairman, Sir, Dr. R.P. Chadda, for his unwavering support and unerring guidance. Your ideas and directions, sir, have always brought us to the right path. I would like to extend my thanks to Mr. Sood for always guiding us. I extend my heartfelt thanks to Mr. B.K. Arora, Secretary, ITS Education Group, for being a pillar of strength throughout. I extend my warm thanks to Mr. Sohail Chadda, our Vice Chairman, sir, and Mr. Arpit Chadda, our Vice Chairman, sir, for supporting our endeavor and providing valuable insight. Thank you, Dr. Sachidanand Arora, sir. Such an report had been such a positive force, encouraging always and propelling us forward. I would also like to extend my thanks to Dr. Vinod Sachdev, Director PG Studies, ITS Muradnagar, and Dr. Devicharan Shetty, Principal, ITS Muradnagar, for their valuable support. Many thanks are in order to Mr. Vijay Sharma, Director Administration, and their entire administrative team for all efforts. To all our chief advisors and patrons, heartfelt thank you. You all have been our pole stars. I would like to thank the organizing chairperson, Dr. Moshni Goswami, who worked tirelessly to bring this into reality. Thank you, Dr. Radhika, Dr. Shivjot, Dr. Manju, Dr. Manisha, and Dr. Ruchika, and all other counterparts from Muradnagar campus. And special thanks to our postgraduates and to the entire organizing team who never gave up no matter what the pitfall was, but pulled through and strived harder to make this conference a grand success. Thank you, trade partners, for your support. Thank you, the entire team of ITS, the staff, and the faculty from various departments. You have been tremendously accommodating. Many people have been working around the clock, behind the scenes, to make this conference possible. And though it may not be possible to name each one of you, your contributions have an essential role to make this a grand success. And lastly, I would like to thank the most important part of any scientific forum, the delegates. thank you for traveling from different parts of the country and countries and internationally also, and joining hands with us. We look forward to extending all our help and hospitality to you in the next few days. Have wonderful times at Pedo Vibes 2019. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. As we draw to the end of the inaugural ceremony, I request you all to rise with us and stand for the national anthem.